This is pretty much what I do every morning. Not every single plant, because it will take 3 to 4 hours, but just a little bit here and there. If you water every day, then some plants don't get to water, especially around this season, pretty hot. You need to water kind of pretty often. So I'm not picking up every single plant, but just the ones that I need to water. So I thought that would be like interesting. I don't know, it's not interesting, but you know what I mean. Here's Iris Mary. Almost all the Hoyas have really well drained water, so I can almost water every day, especially things get hot. Okay, so that took about 15 minutes just here. Okay, back to the routine that it needs to be done every day. So otherwise, this is towards my neighbor. Full. And I am at the kitchen sill right now. I mean, kitchen water sill. I am at the windowsill at the kitchen. And trying to take out the Hoya Bella. It's hanging. This needs spray. And when you pull it out, be very careful, because the orchids which is blooming, it's kind of tangled each other and might it might pull out the orchid also and drop it, so be careful. It's not ideal position, but oh well. And then here's another one hanging. There are 3 plants hanging in the kitchen. This is a pitcher plant, Black Knight. No pictures, but very, very cool plant. We'll picture pretty soon though. Also put some water in there, just like that. And here's another one hanging, another Nepenthes. This is just a Venturata. And in the kitchen sill there's, okay, this needs to come out. This one is not an everyday routine, maybe like every 4 days or so. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Nepenthes. Those needs to be sprayed and watered every day. Nepenthes Whisper, very cool picture. This is Nepenthes no ID, but it's got a variegation. Nepenthes ventricosa. This is a Ramispina and the Rainward Tiana cross. This is also a very cool looking picture. Maybe you can't see it because of the backlight, or I should say this one reflects light more than I thought it would. This is Sanguine. This one's picturing like crazy. Still making pictures. Alright. My Reticularis needs water. This is not an everyday one, so I just fill it whenever. I probably should actually shoot it where it is. Those in a shoebox, 2 of them, those are Reticularis. Those are super easy. All you need to do is just make sure that the water is in there. That's pretty much it. Alright, so that's a kitchen sill. Now I'm coming back to the dining room. There are 3 Nepenthes on here hanging. Needs to be sprayed. Hopefully my ugly face is not on this video. I can't see the screen, so I don't know what to say, but just like so. I'm kind of shooting towards my Monstera, so I don't really have to water Monstera, or it gets also sprayed, which helps Monstera's humidity up. Alright, here is the other side of a dining room, and there's another Nepenthes there that definitely needs to be watered. Twining everywhere. And Nepenthes makes these kind of stem look like that's where the picture is gonna be, and you want that to be humid especially, so make sure to hit that. Of course not all the leaves have it, but if you see it, that needs to be sprayed. Sorry, babe. I forgot you're there. Okay, now on to my what do you call it? Mounted stuff. Alright, so start with Phalaenopsis. I usually spray onto stems and see if it's dry, which usually is dry around this season. I'm trying not to spray onto the stem part, leaf parts too much. It usually dry up, so I'm not too worried, but still. Here's that. This is cross of Rodriguez here and Calumnia. and I usually line up like this so it drips down onto the tray. That's probably a better view. It's got some roots going out everywhere, so try to hit that roots. Okay, so it looks like this, and then I leave it there for a while because I don't want the water to drip. And this is pretty much when I started putting away the vandas, which I started this one first, so these can go back to where it was. Oh shoot. I forgot. There are 3 vandas hanging right there outside. I forgot. That needs to be also dunked. So I'm just doing it as I'm talking. Bless you, babe. Okay. So I'm gonna let that soak for a while. Okay. And I'm thinking about this time all those mounted ones are good to go. Yeah, not dripping. That's when I put everything back together. There's no specific order, so just don't worry about it. Just hang wherever. So I'm just hanging it back to where it was. And then now going back to bedroom. By the way, I also sprayed those Hoyas. I don't really need it to be done every day, but just so you can see. Yeah, my wife was working down there and she didn't want to be in the video, so I didn't actually show it. And it's not part of everyday routine. Well, it is everyday routine, but it's not necessary actually for my neighbor to do this. It can be skipped, no problem. And now here's my tricky part, which is putting these guys to another tray. That's why I have 2 trays, so those kind of alternates. But anyways, I wish there's an easier way that I can come up with, and I probably will later on, but at this point I don't know what else to do. Okay. Now I get to put this back, which is also fun. Trying not to spill everything. Success. And I put this back. Now on to that one, which is easy. You just transfer from here to here. Ta-da! And the water on this guy. The water on this guy. And put this back to the bucket. And those, to be honest, I pull out, kind of let it drip a little bit, and then I actually hang it there. But for the sake of making it easy for my neighbor, I just pull it down and then just hang it from either from here or here, and that's it. It gets a good light anyways, and then like a 1 day or 2 days of low light doesn't kill the plant, so that's totally fine. Well, some of them don't have a hanger, so that goes back to that tray. And I also at the same time kind of take a look and make sure not too much water in the crown. But this is how I hang it. This DIY came from my daughter's 5-year-old birthday party, piñata, whatever you call it, stick. And I kind of do this. Man, every day watering Vanda is like a puzzle, trying to figure out every day and trying to make it easier each time, but trying to think of how can I do this easier and faster. So if you have a suggestion, do let me know. I'm sure there are pros doing this every day and go like, oh, you're doing this wrong, doing that wrong, you should do this, do that. Please give me a suggestion, comment, because I can't think of how to do this faster and easier. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I live in an apartment, so I have to be very careful and creative. I have a plastic thing hanging out so it catches the water. So that's bedroom. That's all done.